Hello! The title of our presentation is Ubiquitous Learning and Prometeo for English as a Foreign Language Learners. Before we start dealing with this project, we would consider the following research questions. First, what is Prometeo at the Universidad de Las Palmas de Gran Canaria in Spain? Second, what has been the impact of Prometeo on English language to students' learning abilities and independent learning skills? Third, what type of exercises did students enjoy most when accessing Prometeo? And finally, is U-learning the new means to reach independent learning in English as a foreign language university students? We are going to discuss now the connection between Prometeo and U-learning. When we are dealing with learning, content and context are clearly associated. But successful learning implies that nowadays traditional learning environments are transformed into e-learning spaces. Ubiquitous learning implies that learners adapt their time for learning to the needs and therefore, as quoted by Cope and Calancis, all learners can be knowledge makers and cultural creators. What is Prometeo at the Universidad de Las Palmas de Gran Canaria? Prometeo is a multimedia and interactive web platform at the Universidad de Las Palmas de Gran Canaria in Spain. The streaming media and the use of interactive software applications is the innovation when dealing with Prometeo. More than 70 subjects have taken part in this project for 3 consecutive years, and it is being funded by the Vice-Chancellorship of Quality and Educative Innovation of our university. This virtual learning platform enables learners to, on the one hand, practice and improve different content-based activities and various skills, just at the right time and in the right way from anywhere they are virtually connected. Prometeo and English Language 2. The name of the subject for this study is English Language 2. And the learning content is English as a foreign language and, of course, independent learning in the scenario of U-learning and success. Prometeo for English as a foreign language learners. Prometeo allows students to learn at their own pace and from anywhere with an internet connection by means of watching content videos or screencast presentations of a limited time, and also by doing interactive activities that deal with comprehension questions of the clips previously seen. English Language 2 enables students to focus on various skills, not only independent learning skills, but also language skills such as listening, reading, grammar, and use of English and writing. Prometeo for English as a foreign language teachers. Prometeo allows second language teachers to elaborate the interface of the subject in question, to record content videos and screencast presentations, and to provide students with self-automatic evaluation, which improves their independent learning skills. What is the methodology we have dealt with in this project? Attention has been paid to the U-learning scenario in which this combination of face-to-face teaching and reinforcing e-learning took place. The methodology of this work will be based on the type of e-learning material created, the surveys collected, and the observation of the activities more often used by students, and of course the online evaluation of Prometeo for English Language 2. Let's study some data of this project. The institution, as mentioned before, is the Universidad de Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. The academic year in which this project was started was 2010 and 11, but it is currently on, so we are still working with Prometeo. The faculty is the English faculty and a degree in English studies. The subject in question, as mentioned before, is the English Language 2 subject, which is a compulsory subject with the most number of credits. The number of students was roughly between 30 and 40 students, and 80% were women between 21 and 25 years old. It is important to highlight that only the students who were registered in English Language 2 had access to the virtual learning platform with their unique username and password. In this slide, you can see an example of the Prometeo interface for English Language 2, in which the organization of the interface is structured according to grammar, use of English, reading, vocabulary and listening exercises, writing, exam practice activities, and links for further practice. What was the multimedia material created in this project? We had different types. We had videos, screencast presentations, PowerPoint presentations, and interactive activities. What was the purpose of every one of these multimedia material? First, the videos and the screencast presentations with visual and audio explanations were used to explain and reinforce, while the PowerPoint presentations were used only to reinforce because they were presented beforehand in class. And finally, the interactive activities that tested comprehension, listening, reading, and writing skills were used to assess students and to make them aware of their independent learning skills. Let's see an example of the structure for videos and screencast presentations. The structure is organized according to the following: warm-up or introduction, explanation in detail, and conclusion with suggestions for further practice. Hello everyone! Today we're talking about phrasal verbs. Before we start with the presentation, I would like you to spend a few minutes studying the following questions. 1. What do you know about phrasal verbs? With regard to the interactive activities created, we also organize them according to type and purpose. With type, we can mention the gap fill exercises and the multiple choice exercises that were applied to grammar, vocabulary, listening, or comprehension content. The purpose of these interactive activities was initially to consolidate the content delivered both in class and on Prometeo, and secondly, to check their learning process by means of the self-evaluation keys.
I don't drink coffee, I take tea, my dear. I like my toast on one side. You can hear it in my accent when I talk. I'm an Englishman in New York.
Let's study now the results and the discussion for this project. Prometeo not only builds up students' independent learning skills by means of extra interactive activities, but it also consolidates and revises classwork. Prometeo allows English as a foreign language learners to check their answers and to see the results immediately after having done their exercises. According to the survey presented at the end of the course, most students using the digital space of Prometeo considered the material suitable for the time and expectations. They answered yes to the following questions. I have enjoyed the activities and work presented in Prometeo. The structure of Prometeo was clear. Prometeo has helped improve my learning skills. And I prefer interactive activities that can be redone in the future. According to the survey, the skill students mostly improved was grammar, followed by writing and listening. The survey also provided us with positive feedback in which students were happy with the accessibility whenever and wherever they wanted or needed to, ULearning. They were also happy with clear and well-organized grammatical explanations. They were happy with the storage of class work and also a library that helped students reinforce their knowledge. They were satisfied with the way the material was classified in Prometeo. And finally, they were very pleased to work with the varied interactive activities. We are now in the conclusions of this presentation, in which we have considered that Prometeo takes part in a e-learning environment of specific e-content, e-exercises, and e-assessments. The second conclusion is that English Language 2 is an example of a successful experience adapted to a specific subject of a specific degree at the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. Prometeo has proved to be a successful virtual learning platform that allows students of English as a foreign language to be immersed in an English learning environment that reinforces and spread out the face-to-face subject English Language 2. Prometeo has not only dealt with e-learning and u-learning, but the concept of e-assessment or even u-assessment has also been considered. And finally, Prometeo and English Language 2 have not only participated in the promotion of learning specific content, but in the lifelong learning philosophy of the European higher education area. I would also like to thank you on behalf of my colleagues Cayetano Guerra Artal and Maria Dolores Afonso Suarez, and we would be grateful if you would like to contact us on our emails. Thank you very much and goodbye.